3, 2, 1.
Here we go!
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to this Monday episode of We Talk. I'm Yolanda Nell and I will be your host for today. As you can see, we are visiting Droombos today, and I can't wait to tell you what they are all about and what they have in store for the next 3 months in their restaurant. But first up, we have the news.
At a discussion of graduate unemployment, Stephen Zorokare from Namra attended the event to address issues on trade. The conversation quickly headed into the order with me goods that was apparently confiscated on 10th of May. Zorokare further explained that the goods destroyed were not the order with me goods that the public claims it was, and that if the public has any evidence, they should bring that forward and they will look into it.
If you have evidence to show that amongst the things that were destroyed on the 10th of May were things of people operating in the space of order with me, please present that. But what I can dismiss now without any fear of contradiction is the narrative being advanced to say the target, the main group, was that group. And I'm saying to you now that that is flawed. There was no fire on that day burning these things.
If we want to stop this, we are shooting ourselves in the foot. Let me tell you, for example, the people who are arguing about environmental, which I say we also are aware of the environmental issues. Those are the very same people who have built their economies on oil and gas. They did drill just like we are drilling. And when their economy grew where the economy has grown, where they have created the wealth which they need to have, where they have developed their people, suddenly they are now telling you to say, well, stop doing it. You stop doing that, but mind you, oil is still being drilled in the European countries as we speak. The Americans are still drilling for oil as we speak. Why is that we cannot do that? As long as I said, we make sure that we do have the environmental management in place. That's what's going to help us. We, as Africans, as Namibians, I am more worried about the livelihood of the Namibian people. That worries me. When you have got unemployment of 34%, youth unemployment of 40%, when you've got exactly where the human development index is low as it is, and you are being told to say, don't use the resource that you have, even with the best environmental management plan in place, don't use it because it's going to pollute the environment.
Brought an urgent application in order to stay the activities that Recon has undertaken under the amended ECC. The last respondent has just filed their opposing papers like 10 minutes before court started. And I must say that it's a bulky lot of reading and the court hasn't been able to read through everything. It is for our own benefit that the court comes prepared. So the court has requested us to postpone the matter until Wednesday. for her to obviously get acquainted with the information, with all the issues. And then once we come back on Wednesday, there are some preliminary issues that the respondents raised, whether the matter is urgent, so that will be heard first. And then the court will decide on whether the applicants have the locus to bring the matter to court. And then the court has to decide on whether it's got jurisdiction to hear the matter. And then lastly, an exception has been raised. So the court first has to determine all these preliminary issues, and then when the merit comes, we'll probably have to postpone the matter. If the court finds that it's urgent enough, then the court will deal with it on an urgent basis.
No understanding. We didn't come here for unreasonable, but we came here, we read several. I'm even here. I think I was attached there. We just kept asking me letters. And every year we just repeating same story. I also grew up. Hospital number 1 was standing there. I was a small boy, but today it's not having ownership. And we just vote. They come for 5 years, they go, we vote again. Other people, they come and they go, and we are really tired. So we decided we must come to the minister, and we want answers. We were submitting a petition, I think last month, but they never answered us. What those guys are doing, to be honest, is they just politicking around. One guy come and make meeting with other people, the other parties coming and make another party. They just politicking around. They're not working. It's time to give service, but they are politicking, and we are tired for that.
No politicking in terms of land is not a good.
Yeah, and that's why we don't. And that's why we don't respect them, because how can the elders sit in the river bank? How will I respect if I allow my elders to sit in the river bank?
Okay. Thank you very much.
Vandag gesels ons met Marinda hier van Droombos. Baie dankie vir jou tyd.
Met groot plesier, Jolande.
Vertel vir my, gee my 'n bietjie agtergrond oor hoe Droombos begin en waar kom die idee vandaan?
Ons het Droombos gekoop in 2017 en 2018, einde 2017, nee, 2018, begin van 2018, wat het ons heel eerste event gehou wat Hollard was. En sedertdien het ons gebou in die plek in terme van nuwe venues geskep. Die hele idee het gekom om, ons die naam Droombos het ons eintlik oorgeneem van die vorige eienaars, Des Howard, en ons het aanvanklik besluit, ons wil nie Droombos hou nie, want die naam klink nie lekker nie. En toe het ons gewoon geraak aan die naam, toe het ons besef, maar dit is eintlik 'n wonderlike naam, want dit pas so by 'n event, so ons kan jou drome waarmaak in terme van enige tipe event wat jy wil hê.
En die atmosfeer wat hier geskep word in terme van die dekor, dit pas ook vir my ontsaglik mooi by die naam.
Ja, die dekor is 'n mengelmoes van alles waarvan ons hou. Dit het begin met Marissa, wat oorlede is 'n jaar terug, en sy het my gehelp met die kamers, en van daar af het ons nou maar, ons reis nogal baie. So oralste waar ons kom, wat ons sien, ons hou van dit, het ons probeer hiernatoe bring op 'n sekere manier. Jy kan dit nie net so dupliseer nie, en jy wil dit ook nie net so dupliseer nie. So ons het probeer ons eie maak op 'n manier.
Julle het 'n restaurant hier en julle het akkommodasie, fasiliteite, en julle het ook plekke waar mense kan troues hou en kunsuitstallings hou. Vertel ons van alles wat julle beskikbaar het.
Ons het op hierdie stadium met ons 12 verskillende venues waar ons of troues kan hou. Ons spesialiseer in corporate events, wat is of konferensies, of product launches, of jaareindfunksies, award evenings. So dit is eintlik ons grootste besigheid is die corporate. En dan het ons ook troues wat ons hou. Ons wil nie elke troue in Namibië hou nie. Ons wil die special troues hou. So dit is
vir ons belangrik om 'n sekere mark te target, en dit is ons het aanvanklik het ons gedink om byvoorbeeld die travelers ook, die internasionale reisigers, om hulle hiernatoe te bring, en ons sou groot gegaan het met dit, maar toe kom ons agter dat die locals, daar so 'n groot behoefte aan om buitekant te kan wees en nie net binne in 'n restaurant te sit nie. So toe het ons hele besigheidsmodel so aangepas om meer te kuiter vir die windhoekers en te hoor wat is vir hulle belangrik, en dis waar ons die restaurant idee vandaan gekom het. Die restaurant het ons is baie Namibiese kos, maar daar's 'n behoefte, daar's byvoorbeeld nie 'n Moroccan restaurant in Windhoek nie. Daar is nie 'n Turkse restaurant nie. So wat ons besluit het toe is, kom ons gee ons chefs die kans om bietjie excitement te bring in innoverend te wees in dit wat hulle kan doen. En so halwe kompetisie tussen hulle te skep, om te sê, okay, bring julle idees na ons toe, en dan present ons dit aan die locals.
En ek dink dit is 'n goeie motiveringsmaatstaf om te sê, weet jy wat, ek vertrou jou met dit wat jy doen in hierdie besigheid. Maar vertel vir ons bietjie meer van hierdie geleentheid. Julle het nou vir die volgende 3 maande reis ons nou regtig reg oor die wêreld in terme van kos.
Maar die hele idee op die ou end van die dag was, ek werk baie nou saam met Chris, Dik Gerook Chris. En Chris het met die idee gekom verlede jaar, maar hoekom doen ons nie die around the world nie? En hierdie ding het nou maar net aangegaan. Ja, so hierso probeer ons iets nuuts skep vir die mense in Windhoek, excitement, wat is trendy, wat is nuut in die wêreld? Want alles is nie beskikbaar hier nie, maar jy sien alles op social media, jy kan dit op die internet sien, maar ons is so beperk in terme van dit wat hier is. So dis wat ons maar probeer doen, is om excitement en nuwe idees vir mense te bring.
Is hierdie items op julle spyskaart vir middagete of net vir aandete?
Vir middagete en aandete.
Okay, wonderlik. En kan jy vir my die datums gee van wanneer wat plaasvind? Ja,
ons het die Moroccan is op die oomblik aan die gang. En ek nou net vir jou gou hierso, die Moroccan is van die 5de tot die 24ste Julie. Die Marrakesh menu. En dan het ons Marie Antoinette, wat 14 Augustus tot 4 September is, en die Nordic Islands, wat 25 Julie tot 13 Augustus is. En daarna gaan ons besluit, gaan ons aangaan met ander lande, of gaan ons iets anders te doen, totaal en al iets anders. Ons het die Sondag het ons nou ook ons Wine and Gin July, wat ons elke Sondag hier buitekant op die grasperk vir mense, dis of 'n set menu of ons à la carte menu, maar dit is 'n geleentheid waar jy nie in die restaurant sit nie, maar letterlik in die tuin sit, en dis meer vir families ook. Ja. Dis lekker vir die kinders hardloop rond en hulle speel terwyl die ouers sit en
bietjie gin drink.
Ja, bietjie gin drink en 'n bietjie wyn drink.
Dis ook nodig.
Ja. Die ou end van die dag, hoekom is events soos hierdie belangrik? En ek dink ek moet dalk net aansluit, jy het net nou daaraan geraak. Dis so belangrik vir die Namibiese mense, nie almal het die kans om te kan travel nie. En enige ou wat nie kan reis nie, wil ons amper hê, kom hiernatoe en ons gee vir julle die experience. Die lewe gaan oor experiences, deesdae is dit so gejaag, en veral na COVID ook. Ons besighede het nog nie begin perform, soos dit perform het voor die tyd nie. En dit is maar eintlik net 'n ontlading van stres. So kom ons kyk naweke om dit te kan doen, en dis hoekom ons die mark ook doen. Jy weet, die mark is baie klein, maar ons wil die mark klein hou, maar eksklusief hou, en dit moet regtig voel of jy na 'n klein Italiaanse dorpie toe gaan, as jy na die mark toe kom. Daarom moet ons dit by die Vineyard. Die Vineyard het 'n heeltemal 'n ander gevoel as wat Droombos het. Vineyard se gevoel wat ons daar probeer skep, is 'n ou klein Italiaanse dorpie, Franse dorpie, waar jy kom, Saterdag is die mark, jy kom koop jou markgoed, jy drink iets en dan gaan jy terug huis toe en jou naweek begin.
Baie dankie vir jou tyd. En
Dankie,
sterkte
Randy.
met alles wat daar in julle restaurant gaan aangaan.
Ja, hou ons dop en kom kuier vir ons.
Kykers, daar het julle dit. As julle nie weet wat om te doen nie, kom maak 'n draai by Droombos. For today's recommendation, we are headed to Future Females. They are celebrating 5 years in August, and the Windhoek branch is celebrating 4 years in February next year. They have announced last week that they are doing a total rebrand with their members in mind. Future Females is celebrating 5 years in August, with the Windhoek branch celebrating 4 years in February next year. Co-founders Lauren Dallas and Sarina Besaidenout announced on Wednesday a total rebrand and the change members can look forward to. Future Females is a movement that exists to increase the number of and support the success of female entrepreneurs globally. They provide a space digitally, physically, and emotionally where women can connect, inspire, and collaborate with each other and access the resources they need to succeed. Lauren Dallas on the changes.
We don't want Future Females to just be a piece of content you scroll past on Instagram. We rather wanted to really understand at a core identity level, who are you? Who are the women in our community? And so through research, through a lot of discussions, thank you all so much for your input, we've actually put together something that we're calling the Future Females Manifesto. This is a description of the culture, I guess you can call it, of future females. A future female is a woman who is breaking the mold, pushing the boundaries, and thinking bigger. Future females are women united by a common, unquenchable desire for success on their own terms. They set massive goals and achieve these through consistent, imperfect action to drive positive change and transform the world around us. A future female is a woman who's committed to her own personal and business development, who is putting in the work to build themselves into the person their future life needs them to be, who knows that their life will rise to the level of their education, who knows that they must personally rise to the level of their wildest goals, who knows that how they do one thing is how they do everything, who's committed to lifelong learning, who feels energized from learning something new, who knows that before financial success can occur, personal growth must occur, and who is never going to let excuses hold them back from squeezing everything out of what life has to offer.
Today's life hack: if you are sick and tired of doors slamming shut in your house, cut a poodle noodle in half, cut out smaller pieces and wrap it around the door. Next up, we have Jeanette Deerhart for your Flex Minute.
Bookings for Namibia Tourism Expo 2022 are open. The expo will take place from 3 to 5 November 2022 in Windhoek. To secure your booking, visit nte.nmh.com.na, and for more information on the expo, follow all Namibia Media Holdings platforms. The expo is supported by the Ministry of Environment, Tourism and Forestry, Namibia Tourism Board, FENATA, City of Windhoek, and Namibia Media Holdings. Namibia Tourism Expo, taking tourism to the regions.
Hi everyone and welcome back to Flex Minutes. I'm Jeanette Deerhart, your presenter for Flex. And today what I want to go back to is to show you guys just again The amazing is that you can literally work out anywhere with a small space. So space shouldn't be an excuse, neither should time. We just have to manage it properly. So what we're going to do, we're going to go down in a low squat. And then you're going to come up and propel yourself forward. Okay, so jumping from one side to the other end. But the key is to constantly have your form proper. So as you go down into that low squat, you will lean a bit forward, but the idea is not to be slouched. So you're not gonna do a squat like this. You can, but you wanna go forward a bit, leaning forward with your shoulders. You're not gonna be like this. This is a bad form, but just go down, arms out, jump forward and go. Using your arms to shoot you in front of yourself. But guys, that brings me to the end of today's Flex Minute. I hope to see you guys next time.
Yeah, welcome to another exciting edition.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, that's all from my side. If you want to come dine or come sip on some wine and gin, then Droombos is the place to be, situated just outside Windhoek on the airport road. We will be back again tomorrow with a brand new interview and a recommendation.
Lately out, not choosing or bruising my way. Cursed by your demons, still calling my name. Hear them calling my name. Calling my name. Would you see me through darkness before I ascend? Would you see me through hard times and not close the door from end to end? You think I can't hear you when you're screaming out loud? You think that I feel when you're drawing your sword right out of your mouth? Scream at me before I decay into the mist banks of Wolfish Bay. And me before you get to say I only love people as trophy. Lately I'm not choosing or bruising my way. Cursed by your demons, still calling my name. Hear them calling, calling, calling my name. Calling, calling my name. This is the life I chose, and honestly, I just need more highs than lows. So, mirror, mirror, could you make it clear? Cause they don't know how my prophecy goes. I was born to be king, I was born for the dream. I was built for the ring, I'm in love with the screen. So I do this for the beam, the lights, in case they ever add. I hope I can make it all live. Lately I'm not choosing or bruising my way. Cursed by your demons, still calling my name. Hear them calling, calling, calling my name. Calling, calling, calling my name. Calling my name, my name, my name, my name. calling my name. Lately I'm not choosing or bruising my way. Cursed by your demons still calling my name.